Hey everybody, welcome to DBYT Podcast. I'm Taisha and today we have Aaliyah here. So she is an entrepreneur, a mother by divine right,
Yes, ma'am.
and a new face and a new vibe. And I just wanted y'all to know that she is a nail tech and she's going to be telling us all about her big business today.
Yes.
So, how you doing?
I am doing well. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's a pleasure.
Oh my God. So I'm super excited to be here to talk about the business, to give a little insight on entrepreneurship and getting into the nail industry. I'm Aaliyah A with Queen Essence Empire. I've been doing nails since roughly 2018, and I'm also a nail instructor as well. So I have a lot of insight on the industry and how to get started and what you can do to be a $1 million nail tech.
How did your journey begin as a nail tech?
So it originally started in 11th grade. I was going to the Newton College and Career Academy,
Yup.
and I had no interest in cosmetology at all. I was actually taking law.
Really?
Yes, and I loved law. Like that was my field. But you had to pick two.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, so you had to pick two. I didn't know how to do my hair, really.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, let me get into cosmetology a little bit because I'm the only girl of brothers. Like, I have an older sister, but she didn't grow up with us, so she's, like, all the way in a different state. So I didn't have that, like, how to get glamorous, how to do your hair and stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let me take cosmetology because I'm about to be grown. I feel like I need to be able to fix myself up a little bit.
Right.
So I got into cosmetology. Girl, I could not do a press out, couldn't do a shampoo, nothing.
Okay.
But I like doing nails.
Okay.
Like, and that's what caught my attention. And I was like, okay, this is artsy. Like, you could do so much. Like, you really got a lot of nail space if you think about it. Like, your art is small, but you got 10 fingers and 10 toes, and you can really go all out and express yourself with your nails. So that's how I kind of got into nails. I was like, okay, let me get into this. And then I was like, oh, I like this. This is fun. And it was hard. It was hard. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Polishing a nail,
Mhm.
because it's so small.
Yeah.
You don't really have room to mess up.
Yes. I feel like it's a perfectionist trait.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh. And then I was really into like sci-fi and FX, and then just seeing like the long, creepy nails and stuff. I was like, ooh, Halloween.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love Halloween.
I love Halloween.
It's such a time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like you can literally just be anything and everything.
And you can dress up all kind of ways and
I
the
love
costumes and
that.
stuff. So that's kind of really how I got into it. And then it just kind of became something that I was just attracted to after that. It
Yeah.
just became like a, man, I like doing this. And then how I knew it was for me, because it was something I would do in my downtime.
Yeah.
Like, it became like, I'm not making no money. I'm not doing no clients or nothing. My nails look like crap. Like, but I'm having a good old time with this little kit, and like, I can't even really buy supplies all like that. But I'm like, this is fun. Like, this is cool. So it just became something I just became attracted to it. Like, it became more like a hobby.
Yeah.
So it became fun. It became like a love for it.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of got me into it, really.
Instead of like a stressor, because sometimes when you start getting deeper into things, it's like you forget like, why did I start? And I feel like it's important to always remember like, hey, I actually do love doing this, you know? Because otherwise it's going to be, people will either push you away from it and be like, oh, well, aren't you spending a lot of money on that? Or aren't you spending too much time when you could be putting it this? And it's, I don't know. It's like sometimes like things like this is medicinal. So it's like, I need this. You don't know how bad I need this.
Yes. It becomes like a therapy at this point. It becomes like a stress reliever versus something that's stressing you out when it's something that you really find peace in. So that's kind of what brought me to it. And that's what really keeps me going, because there are so many obstacles in the nail field as a black nail tech.
Right.
Like, I had this one lady, she looked at me like, girl, I ain't never seen a black nail tech before. Like we was in the 1920s.
Really?
Yes. Like, it is challenging for black nail techs out here. For us not to be predominant in the nail industry.
Yeah.
It's challenging. It's a lot of gatekeeping. It's a lot of racism. It's a lot of people who won't even give you the opportunity to do that. And you could have the same license, if not a better license, credibility, experience, everything. But some salons, sometimes it's like a
They ain't
close.
going for it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Like, with you saying that, I would. Like, I don't get my nails done often at nail salons because I used to do my nails by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to get into the nail art. I used to go on YouTube and do it myself because I'm like, I always been a self-driven or like self-doer type.
Oh yeah, definitely a DIY girl.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. See, you got it. This is why we keep you on payroll.
Yeah.
Like, I just used to feel like, okay, if I watch you do it once, I can do it. I can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of cool. But then I started working.
Yeah.
And couldn't have anything.
Yeah.
So it was just like, now I'm just like plain Jane and ew.
Like, it happens. It happens. I'm a nail tech myself, and sometimes I don't even have my nails done. So
you know it be like that though.
Mm-hmm.
Folk be doing your hair, be like, so what happened to your appointment?
Look, sometimes I'm not gonna hold you. Like, sometimes it's easier to just do things without having your nails done.
When you're doing other people's nails, like, is it easier or more challenging when you're doing them if you have like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's definitely more challenging when you have nails on to
Mm-hmm.
do people's nails, because when you get to filing
Yeah.
and things, you're gonna end up filing your own nails.
Yeah, see, no.
And your nails are like, you could do your nails perfect, and right after you do that client, your nails are not gonna look the same, because
That
you are
sucks.
you are doing so much, and sometimes it's almost pointless, because it's like
No.
yeah, because it's like, me personally when I first started doing my nails, and I would try to do both hands, it probably took me 6 hours, maybe longer, to do my nails. So imagine taking a long time to do your own nails, and then you got a week worth of clients lined up, and you doing hands and feet.
Yeah.
By the time you get to Friday, them nails is not going. You're gonna have stones popping off. Some might have been broken. You might have just cut them off because it just got in the way.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it slows you down, especially when you're doing toes and you have people's toes that are like close together. Having those long nails, trying to get in between people's toes, it's not easy. And sometimes you poke people.
Yeah.
And people don't like that.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be poked in their toes with these long stiletto nails. It's a challenge.
Okay.
It definitely is a challenge.
With-
but it's fun.
With the toes, I seen that you do like an acrylic set on your toes. Like, what is that process like?
The acrylic toe process, it's really simple. It's just like your nails.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same, prepping the nails, same laying the acrylic, same filing, buffing designs. It's really, it's just less product.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the exact same process. It's the.
Is it like, okay, my little piggy toe, I'm telling you, it's barely a nail there.
Mhm.
But would you still attempt to put something on there?
Oh yeah, honey, we're magicians. We are magicians, honey. We could build you a nail. We could build you a nail, honey. You could come with no toenails, as long as you got the skin. I could build you a nail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because what people don't know is you have the podiatrist. Look, I'm a magician.
I'm thinking about my own toe.
Toenails. I build look. One thing about it, I'm a pedicure specialist. Like, I do the hands, but the feet, I get in there with the feet. Like,
Okay.
So yeah, I could build you a toenail, because I like to get on the medicinal side.
Okay.
So you got the podiatrist for like the nail diseases and the things that we can't do. But once you get cleared by the podiatrist, they're gonna send you to me so that I
Right.
can cosmetically improve your toenail.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
it. Yeah.
Talk your
Mhm.
stuff.
So it's like, yeah, as long as the podiatrist say you good to go, yep.
Then you good.
Mm-hmm.
How does your business how is it separated from everybody else's? What makes it different? What makes it unique?
My business is unique because I'm very soulful.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the bottom of your hands, the bottom of your feet,
Now, when you say the bottom of your hand, you mean your palm, right?
Your palm.
All right, cool.
and then the bottom of your feet, your soles.
Okay.
And it's healing
Mm-hmm.
when you get a massage. When you have somebody who's genuine and cares about your health and they're rubbing your feet,
Yeah.
you feel good. And somebody who can sit there and ask you, hey, does this hurt? How does this feel? And what sets me apart is I help you feel good and beautiful from the inside out. That's it right there.
She said, let me cater to you
Let-
because,
let
baby,
me-
this is your day.
Let me cater to you. And it's soulful healing. So it's the bottom of your souls, but it's healing. But it's also your inner soul,
Mm-hmm.
your spirit that we're healing. You're taking the time to love yourself. And I want to help you love yourself. You know, it's not about the money. Yeah, the acrylics are cool.
Yeah.
But if you coming to me because you want these acrylic nails because you want to compare yourself to X, Y, and Z, I don't want to do your nails.
Right.
I want to sit down and talk to you and say, hey, let's do something that works for you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we do you a short set that you like, that you feel comfortable in, not something that you just want to go flounce around so that you can be this, that, and the third, but on the inside you really don't
have
want
to do all
that.
Of that.
You know, I want to help you discover your beauty from within.
That is, you just touched my heart.
See?
I like that. Because it's a lot of people out here that's like more so like, what can I do for you to get you out of here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they don't really care about their customers for real. And I feel like that is what builds connection, that what builds community. And that's important to me. So it's like when you find people like that who can cater to you for real and be like, hey, what's going on? Because something ain't looking right. Because you can spot it out. Because everything in your body's connected. Do you have other licenses?
I want to get into reflexology.
Okay.
That's my next journey.
I like that.
But I had even started reading about, I've been kind of on a spiritual journey.
I like that. Okay.
Healing your body and your body correlating with different spiritual energies and like your chakras and massaging your feet. And it actually having correspondence with the heart. And
because it's all mapped out. So
that's where I am. Because I really want to take it further than, like, I would even open a natural salon.
That sounds so cool.
Where you don't even get the enhancements, the acrylics, but you can come soak your feet. You can detox. You can get a good hand massage. You know.
Sort of like a spa.
Yeah. You want your feet all day. You just want to sit down and get a good foot rub.
I know that's right.
Look, all these men that be around here that they don't want to go be all up in these girly salons and stuff. They just want to get a little foot massage.
But I feel like self-care is for everybody.
It is.
So even if you don't want to go out and go to the salon, okay, but somebody need to be doing your feet. Either you need to be doing it, your girl, your mama, I don't know. But it's important because it shows a lot about your health and people don't even know it. Like, I think it was a couple years ago, I read something where if you take potato slices and you're sick, and put them in your sock while you sleep, it'll soak everything, all the toxins out through your feet. And it's like, a lot of people wouldn't even know these things because the first thing they would say is a potato.
Right. They're going to be like.
And it's like, but it comes from the earth, and that's what people be missing. I don't know. I be into the same thing.
Same here.
So
because that's another aspect of it, the food that you eat. And how that affects your body. So many people come to me with swollen ankles. And I'm like, well, what's going on?
Right.
Why are your feet swollen? And then we get to talking about their diet and their exercise.
Yeah.
A lot of people come with a lot of thick callus on the bottom of their feet. So I'm like, okay, even if you don't come get your feet done by me, buy you a foot basin, sit on the edge of your bathtub, you should still soak your feet because you're not going to want to go to work today with them hurting feet. You're not going to like that.
Not at all. Not at all.
You're not going to like that at all. And really, self-care, it is for everybody. But I feel like a lot of public salons don't cater to men.
Okay.
A lot of times. When it comes to the design of them, when it comes to just how glamorous they usually are, I can understand how a lot of men will feel uncomfortable going in them. And I had even had the experience where I worked at this one salon and the man was in there with his wife and they were both getting their feet done. The wife wanted her feet painted and she was like, I dare you to get your feet painted. And then the husband was like, okay, I'll get my feet to match yours. No one in the salon would do his feet.
Really?
No, he did the pedicure, but he declined actually polishing.
You can do that?
You can decline a service. You sure can. In the service industry, you sure can decline a service.
But they're paying for it.
I guess I don't know what morals.
That's kind of crazy.
And he couldn't understand why, and I couldn't understand why because I'm like, his wife is right there. Like, even if his wife wasn't right there, like, who cares?
It ain't like he's offending you or doing something, I don't know, unorthodox.
Exactly.
Like, that's what they want to do.
Then what's the problem? And I polished his feet. I was like, I could just polish your feet. Like, it's
nothing.
It's like, what? But yeah, they make it so uncomfortable for some men sometimes. I had men who had never gotten their feet done. Toenails then grew out over their toes.
It'd be atrocious.
It'd be bad. And I'd be like, I know you scratching your girl up in the bed because them toenails is long. Them is horns.
They're alive.
That's a whole human down there.
That is
okay?
crazy.
But they don't. Sometimes the environment is not. And now it's a little crazy because now you got like, they done took it over the top. Now you got like hookahs and alcohol
Everything.
and naked women and like, I can imagine the salons are getting like
we at the strip
overwhelming.
club.
It could be like nowadays it's so hard to find just a gender neutral relaxing space.
Yeah.
That's not a hookah lounge. That's not a discriminatory place.
I guess you would really have to go to like a spa. Like, and the only reason I say that is because I did go to a spa back in February, and it was so cool. Like, that was my first time, and I was like, I gotta go back. Like, I used to be like, oh, I don't like massages, but that's experience from unknowledgeable men. Let's just take it there. Like, I mean, they used to, like, it just used to make me feel so
it was like cringy. Like, it was like,
why are you pressing me so hard?
Yeah.
I'm this big. Like, stop. I don't know, but I do feel like maybe even if you don't feel comfortable in that space, but I can, like you said, I can see why. They got the diamond chandeliers.
Yeah, and they got the Taylor Swift playing.
So you can't really blame them.
Diamond chairs and
You want a crown, queen? Back up.
Yeah, it can get a little overwhelming for men sometimes, but I do think more men should get into their self-care.
Yeah.
And they should definitely get their hands and their feet done. They are always physically working with their hands. They always up on their feet. They always aching and pain, and they always
don't want to say nothing. So
no
prideful.
good and well. They want to be loved on. So it's like, come get your feet done, honey. You can come get your feet done, like.
And you know, the good thing about our time is that we have so many resources to help us do things. Like, for example, even if you don't want to go to the nail salon, buy the products.
You sure can.
And that's where she comes in, because she does like these little vlogs of her going to like because I don't know if you said that you need like a membership.
So you do need a license.
See, look, I be listening.
Yes. You do need a license. Now, not for all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to discourage anybody.
Yeah.
You do need a license to go to the professional nail supply stores. However, Walmart, the beauty supply, all of that will have the exact same products. The only difference is probably the concentration, and you can buy it in bulk. And you may have access to like exclusive brands. But if you're just wanting to go to Walmart, you can get the foot tub. You can get you a little bubble bath, some Dr. Teal's, some Epsom salt.
That's right.
The same toenail clippers, the same
scrubs.
pumice. You can get the whole setup.
Yeah.
And it's just taking the time to love on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's really the moment. Like, taking the time to love on yourself, even just after you get out the shower, to taking that extra 5 minutes to moisturize yourself and to rub on your body and to getting that skin-to-skin contact with yourself. People don't know that builds confidence.
Yeah.
It builds confidence. It gets your blood flowing. It makes you love yourself.
Yeah.
And just those little simple acts of self-care really aligns your body and your spirit. So I definitely think more people should really practice their self-care and get into their DIY and their routines and really start loving themselves.
I just find it funny that you say, like, moisturize yourself. When I tell you I went decades.
Look, I'm the same.
I used to get out the shower and just hop in, like, I'm good.
I'm straight.
And then be looking at the skin like, why you so, you know what I'm saying?
But how, like, you didn't put no lotion on, no oil or nothing. Now I like to be glazed on that.
Man, what?
I like to be
I try, or I keep some in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know now the only time that I had trouble with like a 5-minute difference of, oh, I just put lotion on and now I'm ashy again, is when I was before I got diagnosed with diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really understand. I was like, why is my skin so dry?
Mm-hmm.
That, like, look, knowing your health and your status and everything, it can really change how you go about things and what you put in your body and all types of stuff. I just want to put that out there.
Absolutely. And people take it so lightly. There's this book, How to Eat to Live.
Okay.
And I do recommend everybody gets it, regardless of what you believe, whatever, black, blue, Christian, Islam, whatever.
Yeah.
This is what you can do to stay alive.
Because you a human.
Because you're a human.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you should be eating according to your blood type.
Speak on that. Have you read the book?
I haven't read it fully.
Okay.
But I've started reading it. It's something that I'm in the process of reading now.
Okay.
So you should definitely be eating according to your blood type. There are certain meats and things that you kind of want to stay away from.
Yeah.
There are certain plants that are good for healing. And there's a lot of things that, I don't want to say you can go outside and just eat a dandelion.
But I mean,
a lot of stuff that comes from the earth and is more pure is a lot better for you than the processed spinach that they're selling on the shelves.
Yeah.
So it really just, I definitely try to tell people, like, your diet is going to affect your nail growth. Your diet is going to affect why your ankles are swollen, or why you're getting all this callus, or why your nails are slightly yellow, or
why your lips so chapped.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're,
But it's for real though.
It is. If you're finding that your nails won't grow, or they're thin and brittle, a lot of that stuff will come from your diet and the stuff that you're putting in your body. So
true say.
It definitely gotta, your inner beauty. Yeah. That's what it comes from. You got to work on your insides. You got to work on your spirit. You got to work on your physical body. You got to work on your mind.
Now, why you say that? I don't know if we having a connection moment, but
because you're not going to feel good on the outside. You're not going to feel
connected.
Outside. If I could be the most glammed up all the way around, but if I hate myself, I'm not going to do nothing but cry.
I know, right?
What else you gonna do? Realistically, what else you gonna do? You're gonna run around all day. You're gonna indulge in whatever you indulge in. But when you get by yourself alone and you lay your head wherever you lay your head, you're not gonna feel one within yourself.
Yeah.
You're not gonna feel aligned. You're not gonna have the clarity that you desire. You're not gonna have the happiness that you desire because you didn't work on your insides. Right? Yeah. You went out and threw gold on a pile of crap, as people say. You know, that you just went out and you just.
Because it sucks. I'll say this. I be having a tough time sometimes. It sometimes just comes in waves. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, I really do believe I have like body dysmorphia. Now, granted, the weight and the number looks different on everybody. Mm-hmm. You could be 140 and be a stick, or you could be 140, have butt and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So everybody carries weight differently. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain, like, because of how I see myself and how somebody else sees me, it's like, I get it, but man.
Oh, it's tough.
You have to really practice and sit down with yourself and be like, I am enough. I am okay. I can change this. I have the, you know what I'm saying?
Your affirmations.
Yeah, because that negative self-talk will eat you up.
It will eat you up so bad. But your affirmations and what you say to yourself when you're alone.
That shadow work.
That's it right there.
Clock it. That's T.
That's it. Not when you out in public. Not when you with your girls and girl, you look good.
Because you can fake it.
You can fake it all day long. But it's when you by yourself. And then one thing, when I was little, my mom, she used to put me in a lot of camps.
Okay.
We used to have a lot of girl empowerment camps. I don't know if they really have them now.
I've never been to one.
Really?
I've never been to camp.
Really? Wow.
I've never been to camp.
That's crazy. But yeah, there was a lot of like girl empowerment camps because my mom, she used to work at a college.
Okay.
So if they had like seminars, she used to work at Spelman, so I guess that makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay,
mama.
That makes sense. Okay, so that's why she used to put me in like a lot of women, like girl empowerment camps. And then I went to this one camp, and she had mirrors up.
Yeah.
And we had to go look in the mirror and then come back and sit down and say something about ourselves and then, say it out loud. And she said, every time you guys look in the mirror, you immediately point out the negative. My skin isn't beautiful. My eyelashes aren't long enough. I need my hair done. My weight, my butt is small. Yeah. My stomach is bigger than my, all types
look like
of
a
stuff.
capital P.
Exactly. All types of stuff. But not once did you say, oh, I like my eye color.
Yeah.
Or, my skin does look good today. Or,
Yeah, look better than yesterday.
That's the affirmations that we want to speak to ourselves. And you really have to do it daily.
Yeah.
Like, I got to a point where I made a poster in every room of my house.
Okay.
Because I had to constantly remind myself, you are enough.
That's a big one. Because that's mine. It's like anytime that I get to just this small or like dark place, you just got to be like, I am enough. I am enough. Even if people don't treat you like they should be treating you, you got to always remind yourself, like, I am cool with who I am and what I'm doing. And it doesn't matter if anybody else affirms me, because I'm going to do it for myself at the end of the day. And I did, since we're talking, we're on a subject. So I was talking to one of my family members the other day, and they were complaining about a parent and how the parent was affirming their son and telling their son, you are a king. They are siblings. They have an age gap. And it's like they had got really upset, and it was like, I just don't understand, because we live in the real world and he shouldn't be filling his head with stuff like that. And I'm like, I have to disagree with you, because if I was a mom, I would definitely be telling my kids and setting them up with the confidence that I need them to have, because the world is hard. If they can't go to you and be a safe space, who can they go to?
Exactly.
And I wanted to know, like, do you tell your daughter specific things? I know she's young. I don't know how old she is, but is she at that age where she understands these type of things?
So she's 7, and when I was younger, my aunties, when they would call my mom and I would run in there and they were on the phone, she was like, hey, go look in the mirror and tell yourself you're the prettiest girl in the world. Okay. And I would do it. So I started doing the same thing with her.
Okay.
You're the prettiest girl in the world. You're the most perfectest thing in the world.
Yeah. Like,
I affirm her so much that she's probably getting a little big-headed at this point.
hey, if they don't believe it,
exactly,
and if they're not told, I feel like that could probably be more detrimental than us just being like, oh, they'll be okay, they'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
Because will they?
Absolutely. And it's like, why not? Because be for real. If we wasn't living in America, in this luxury, lavish country, there would probably be a king and a queen and a kingdom. And, we would be like the townspeople, depending on who your family was and all that good
I'll
stuff,
be a
right?
townspeople.
Right, depending on who your family is, right? Well, I don't know what other people want from their legacy, but for my legacy, I want to own the land. I want to be the queen, and I want my husband to be the king. And then the children that we have, according to how the kingdom goes, my children are going to be kings and queens.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're going to carry themselves as such.
As they should.
As they should. And if you think about it, the world is hard and this, that, and the other. Oh, baby, kings battle every day.
They got to make tough decisions all the time.
They battle every day. And every king will get out there with their soldiers and their sword, and they will fight to the death to protect their kingdom.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you for your home?
Yeah, like, be your safe space for your kids. Like,
is that not what you want from a man, from your son? I mean, yeah, he can get out there, he can be a provider, he can build all this stuff with his hands and all this good stuff. He can buy you a house. But if somebody come kick that door in, is he strong enough to protect his kingdom?
Yeah. Like, what is he going to do? What is his first instinct?
What's going to happen? How's his mind? How's he going to react?
Because if you tell that baby, oh, you so weak, you this, you that, oh, your house is done for.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Call the security people, because 911, please call somebody. Ma'am,
we need you immediately.
This man is in my house, and he came to get me, and I don't know what to do.
It's going to be real bad real fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to get bad, and it's going to get bad soon. And I hate that for our generation.
Yeah.
Because we were so sold on this, graduate, go to college.
Girl.
This is what it's going to be. And I really stress mental health, because people are losing their homes.
Losing their mind.
People are losing their minds. People are passing away to all of these gun laws that they didn't lifted.
Have you heard that it's a crime to be homeless in some of these states now? Why are we punishing them more for not having things? Why are you like the jail? You want to fill the jails up so y'all can make more money for what? Like,
that's it. It's all greed.
And y'all already trillions in debt already. So what are we doing?
We greed and power. That is it. And it's gonna get ugly because the reality of it is, if you a millionaire and I know you a millionaire and I ain't got nothing to eat, we coming to your house.
We coming to your house and we taking what we can.
And that's what it's gonna be.
Because it becomes about, I know a lot of people be like, morals this, morals that. Well, I always look at situations as everything's not black and white. Because if a homeless man go into a CVS, smash all the windows or whatever have you, and steal the medicine because they child sick.
Who am I to tell him he can't get the medicine for
his
child?
Who am I to tell? Like,
it's survival of the fittest.
Man,
that's what it's going to get down to. Survival of the fittest.
It's going to get scary.
And the mothers going to have to feed their children. It's going to be dads out here who got to provide. And there's a lot of men that are under a great deal of stress because everything is so transactional. And it's going to get tough.
But, with that, it's tough for the women, too. Because the men are changing. And it's like, it gets to a point, like, you want to be with people, but it's like, who are you?
It's so tough for the women. And I've been learning that a lot of this stuff stems from the older time, the way back when men was so full of themselves. And now in today's time, we have the
sassy man apocalypse. No, just
let's talk about how there's a limit of sexy men.
Golly.
No, I'm joking. Y'all are fine kings out here. Yeah. Anywho, but women are now you can't get no advice from the older women because they know that their husbands is looking at the younger.
Because they jealous.
Now it's so much of that. It's so much women against women that we just.
Now, I'm not going to change it because of your statement, but I am not a girl's girl because of that reason. Because it seems like when you do try to help people, now you're the bad guy or they just looking at you like, oh, you just think you just.
It's so hard to be a girl's girl.
It is.
And you can't be a girl's, well.
You can be with.
Because that comes into the not letting the world change your smile. Letting your smile change the world.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never been a girl's girl.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's hard.
Some people.
I'm a people's people.
I'm a people's people. And right is right and wrong is wrong.
And that's what I believe. Yes.
And that's it.
And that's
because sometimes the girls don't be for the girls. They be for the guys.
And they be plotting.
And
manipulating. And I just feel like I'm a type of person that is going to look at a situation and I'm not going to be like, oh, well, because she's a woman, I am for her. No. What is the situation? What happened? Can I get both sides of the story? Can I actually get all the sides of the story? Because how I see the world and how you see the world could be so different that we telling the same story in different ways or different, prerogatives. Because that's just what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that somebody's more right, more wrong. It's just, this is how I interpret it. This is what happened to me, So
sometimes it's not good to be a girl's girl. Because look, sometimes I gotta get right with you because they, like your way of thinking is just so unsafe.
Yeah,
like it's just
like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
We gotta get it back right. And a lot of times these unrealistic beauty standards come from women.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Let's talk about it. Kim Kardashian.
She did get her thing removed.
And we can sit here, we can say all the men want women to have surgery and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. But when you speak about surgery and when you think about our generation, it was Kim Kardashian. And who did she have? Ray J and Kanye West. Well, didn't nobody want them. So we're not doing this for the men. We're doing this to look like her.
But it's so unsafe.
It's so unsafe.
They even the people, the plastic surgeons who do it, tell people like, this is one of the most dangerous surgeries that you could do. Mm-hmm. And going under the knife, like unfortunately caused Jackie O to, pass. And it's like, that, to look a certain way is not worth it.
It's so much pressure.
Yeah.
It's so much pressure having to look a certain way, to have your hair a certain way, to have your face a certain way, to be in this certain weight range, to even be light skinned. Remember, for a long time, people wouldn't go outside in the summertime because they didn't want to get dark.
She talking about me. Not like, when I tell you, and it wasn't more so because of the color. It was more because of the sun hurts.
Yeah, no. You get sunburn. No, sunburn is
bro, I wish I could pull this down.
Now, black people burn.
Right here, from 2 weeks ago, I have a black mark.
Oh, yeah, this on the back of my neck. Oh, yes. Black people
said, Mama,
look. This area right here, I will burn so bad. Oh, my goodness. Black people, that's why you need to get your self-care, your skin.
Still wear that SPF.
Yes.
They don't know about it. You need it.
Put your sunscreen on because black people burn. But there was so many
that's funny.
unrealistic beauty expectations that women have to deal with on a daily basis, on top of being a mom, having a job, trying to keep whomever happy,
trying to level up at the same time
while trying to level up
and be true to yourself. Like, it's so many eggs for this one basket, and it's like, how, like, I applaud y'all, like, to add motherhood to your bucket is so cool. Like, because like I tell everybody already know Taisha wants to be a mom. We get it. They probably so sick of hearing that, but I do.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I do. Well, when the time right, it'll come. But
that's refreshing to hear, because a lot of people
they don't. No. They be like, "See, F them kids," and I'm like,
"Bring them over here."
Whoa!
I want all the kids.
I'm like, that. It is insane how many people and I get, oh, you got to go through pain. Okay, it's temporary. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, maybe 13, 14, I used to be like, I don't want kids because I don't want to die. Mm-hmm. And my thinking behind that was because black women aren't usually protected in the medical industry, and they don't even get proper advocates for childbirth. Mm-mm. They don't listen, and it's like, my whole birthing process, I don't even want to be in a hospital, to be honest. I want to be at home, in a tub, in a bathtub, in a pool.
Nice water birth. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but given my condition, mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. They say that, oh, you should be monitored, all of this and all that. But if something go wrong, we gotta rush you to the hospital. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. Yeah. I don't know everything about diabetic pregnancies or whatever, but I know that they can be high risk, mm-hmm. and it's like,
I know that they have doulas.
Yeah, I want one.
I would recommend that, because that way you can be monitored.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times doctors tell you things for the money.
Yeah.
Giving birth is so freaking expensive.
Which is insane.
Which is stupid insane. Because what I'm supposed to do, go outside?
What do you want us to do?
I mean, I could squat, but what I'm supposed to do? Like,
I don't know. It's like we're not protected for real.
We're not.
Everything's a setup. Insurance, a setup.
Oh my gosh. It's so sad.
Yeah.
When you think about it, because you're preying on people. Yeah. But you're not even preying on the enemy. You're preying on your people. You're preying on your village. Because who's going to keep the hospitals and the schools and all that if you don't have the village? If that's the townspeople. But if you out here ripping the townspeople off, you won't give them no food. You make housing so stupid expensive that can't nobody get nothing. Cars are stupid expensive.
For what? And they trash.
Education is stupid expensive. And then to get the assistance, you got to have 20-something kids, or a missing arm and a leg and a missing ear.
You gotta be dang near on the edge.
You got to be on the edge.
And it's sad, because it's like, bro, I honestly, I didn't grow up with government assistance and everything. Not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying what it is. Mm-hmm. And it's like, there's a song by Life Jennings, and it was like Greedy. The song is called Greedy. Mm-hmm. And he talks about how his baby mama is putting him on child support and everything. And she got comfortable at the bottom and wanted to stay there, getting government assistance, mm-hmm. and everything. And it's like, So she could be doing absolutely nothing, and y'all still coming for me for the little paycheck that I have, or I go to jail.
Yeah.
And it's like, first of all, this is one thing I always wanted to say. There should be a mandatory test when the baby comes. I couldn't think.
Yeah.
Because it's all women not innocent, and not even saying that they are trying to play innocent, but sometimes things happen.
Why not?
Take the test.
Why not?
Let's justify this right now. You can never say that this is not your baby. You can never say that I was tricking you or whatever the case is. Like,
why not? I mean,
why not?
What if you die? We got to figure out who your parents are.
Right.
What if you need a blood transfusion? What if you need a heart?
What if you need anything?
And
what if you need to know where you come from?
We don't know who your parents are. What's the problem? And for me to be in like a straight committed relationship, have a child out of that committed relationship, he still could have got a drug, not a drug test. He could have
paternity test.
He could have got one too. He sure could have gotten a paternity test, and it would not have offended me at all.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
you need to feel, because it's on the inside. You need to know here and here, like, I'm good. Not the baby not kind of looking like me no more.
We just guessing.
You feel me? And as a woman, I feel like if you do step out of your relationship, be woman enough to admit that and say, hey, I don't know. This happened. And, I mean, if you feel that, I just feel like it's selfish when you don't at least let somebody choose. Because you don't know if that person's going to stay or leave, but give them that option because it's not fair to them.
Imagine not knowing where 50% of your child
You feel
from.
me?
Because that's pretty much what it is. 50%, how many? You got 23 chromosomes. What that is?
And me.
Like 12, 11 and a half?
Like, what are we doing?
11 and a half chromosomes. You don't know.
Where's the 24? Now you got me you get half from one and half from the other.
Look, either way, if my child comes out with...
She's finna have me Google this.
Now, one thing, people, I was real into science. Science, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
I know, that's right.
But imagine not knowing...
Yeah.
Your baby come out with this birthmark and you don't know why.
Or this condition. And you don't know what to do with it because you're not being honest. You have to be honest because this could be really detrimental to their health, to their personality, because it's things that people don't even realize are genetically enhanced. And like, it is some things that, like, my mom will tell me, she'd be like, you act just like him. And it's crazy because I didn't grow up in a household with my biological dad. My stepdad raised me and he's my father. So it's like, how did you end up getting these ways like your biological dad when you did not grow up with him? And it's like,
the whole self-care.
Yep.
That's the whole... People don't understand that self-care is your mind, body, and your soul.
Yeah.
The whole enchilada.
Okay.
That's the good, the bad, and the really freaking ugly.
Man, what the hideous.
It's the almost the unbearable.
Yeah.
But you got to walk through those doors.
You do.
And a lot of those traits be given to you because they're a positive. There's something that you can do with that.
And you can... I like how you just said that. Just
traits with yourself.
And they're good. Okay.
So, yeah, they're good. Yeah, good traits.
My thing is that you said that. I know a lot of people might look at their stuff and be like, dang, I can't believe I'm an overthinker. That gives you an edge up. Like, because I do the same thing, but you have to take that silver lining and make it yours. I'm diabetic. There's things that I don't like. But I took that and I'm like, I have to make a community out of this because it wasn't enough. If I go on YouTube right now, I don't see any black diabetics my age. I don't even see black diabetics at all. And I'm like, where are they? Because I know they exist.
Yeah.
But it stems right back to, we're not going to talk about it. We going to keep it to ourselves because that's not not cool.
Yeah, no.
So I took it upon myself to be like, I guess I got to be that person.
You got to be the advocate. You definitely have to advocate. And there are other people like you who are wondering the same thing. A lot of people are borderline diabetic. A lot of people are trying to reverse their diabetes. I know, like, some girl had just posted on Twitter that she did it, like, naturally with some plan or something. Like, there are so many people with the same problem that need a community.
And on top of that, I know what people don't understand is that now from what you're talking about, she could have been type 2. And that is a lifestyle diabetic.
Okay.
So you get that through not eating.
That's the not eating. And
don't I say that?
Unhealthy.
Eating too much. Yeah.
Okay.
You're overindulging, not exercising, not taking care of yourself. Your pancreas stops or it's clogged basically. But in my case, I'm type 1. Mine is genetic, and it just doesn't produce.
Like the glucose. Is that it? Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about it. Because one thing about it, when I'm not 100% knowledgeable on something, I like to learn.
Okay. So from what I can tell you is that there is insulin dependent, which is type 1, which is what I have. And you have insulin resistant, which is type 2.
Oh, okay.
The difference would be that there is no way that I can regenerate from what they tell me. I still want to try my natural stuff and try to get it to do whatever it's going to do. But all in all, I have my pump because my body's not going to produce it.
It's not going to produce it, or at least not as fast as you need it to.
It's not like from, like, if you would look at my numbers from some months ago, if how do I say? When you eat, everything gets converted into sugar or glucose, like you say. Now, if you have insulin, that will push all the sugar throughout, and it will make you basically go pee and exert it. If not, if you don't have that insulin, it will stay in your bloodstream, which is why you get blood sugar.
Okay.
Which will affect your how you pronounce it, neuropathy. So it messes with your nerves. It'll mess with your eyes. You could have heart failure, heart attacks, strokes. Like, you can go into a diabetic coma.
Which makes sense, because how they say too much of anything is a bad thing. So too much sugar in your blood can cause
and that's diabetes.
Okay.
Just like if you have sugar in your brain, that's Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And like sugar, too much sugar in any part, it correlates with a disease or a condition. I hate saying disease. I really do hate saying disease. But yeah, that's a little bit about that.
And that's really interesting, because I want to say, like, your cells, they convert that glucose into energy.
But if the insulin's not there to open up the cell, the sugar's not going to go in.
So it's just like built up
in your bloodstream.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
You know how some women, when they get pregnant, they get I always mess up this word. Gestational diabetes. The reason why they gotta take that what do they call it? I don't know.
That test.
Yeah,
that
with
glucose
that
test thing.
They testing to make sure that you aren't diabetic in that moment.
That your sugar gone. I didn't really know what that test was. I mean, I drank the stuff, but the doctor just said drink it, which is why you need to be knowledgeable on the procedures and stuff, because had they been giving me something.
Right. Like, if you didn't pass that test, I know you have to take another one, like a longer test, like you got to sit longer or something to see if it's going to work.
To make sure that it's passing. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And if it's
sense.
not, then now, some pregnant women, once they get through with their pregnancy, it will go away. But for that time.
Yeah.
I know, I was reading the other day, if I do get pregnant, I'm going to have to take even more insulin. I'm scared about that part. I ain't going to cap. I'm going to be big as a house.
Well, I can tell you this. Usually, even if you're not taking insulin, you're going to be big as a house.
But y'all have insulin.
That is true. That is true.
So it's like, internally it's like, okay, I got to work harder. I'm going to pump out more. Cool. But now...
but it's okay.
I just gotta find a workout regimen and start eating a little bit less.
That's it, right
carbs
there.
At least.
Yep, carbs, and rice and bread and that type of stuff. But
yeah, it gets tricky.
Don't let it scare you.
I'm not scared to be a mom. I'm scared of
the process,
bro. Like,
let me tell you,
I just don't want to be fat, Aaliyah.
Look,
That's it.
I just hopped on the scale and was glad that I lost 10 pounds after 7 years of baby weight. Like, and I don't care if I had her 7 years ago. It's still baby weight. I don't care. It's still baby weight.
Y'all ain't finna sit up here
It is what it is.
Nothing.
But once you go through it, like my pregnancy, or I guess going into labor, when I really sat back and thought about the whole process of me going through it, it was extremely traumatic. It was, I'm going for my last doctor's visit, and my doctor, like, you already dilated. We about to take you to the hospital. Mind you, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't ate yet. I'm thinking I'm about to go up in here right quick and then go get me some food.
I have a question about that. Okay, I don't know if I'm hearing this right, but when people say that they not supposed to eat before they give birth, is that true? Or
the only reason people say that is because people don't want to use the bathroom on themselves, or they don't want to throw up.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be in there for some. I went to the doctor at like 8. I didn't have my baby till like 4. I was so hungry.
Okay.
And if I probably had ate and been more relaxed, it probably would have went a lot smoother. Because when I got to the hospital, my baby's heart rate is dropping.
Okay.
I'm having a panic attack because her heart rate is dropping. And now her heart rate is dropping even more. So she going down and I'm going down and she going down even more because we can't get on the same page.
Right.
But had we had ate,
then
had I had known maybe that had I had planned to go to the hospital, it probably could have.
Did you have her early?
Probably like a week early.
Oh, okay.
So she was like full term and everything, but I have asthma.
Okay.
So her heart was dropping, and then when she came out, she couldn't breathe on her own. Yeah, it was a process, and then I had to have an emergency C-section because her heart rate was dropping and I wasn't dilating.
Yeah.
And then they stuck me with the epidural twice. And then they stuck me with something in my shoulder because I was still having a panic attack. I was still like, what is happening? Like, I couldn't. But my anxiety has always been like that. I've always been off. And then once I don't know, to this day, I don't know what she stuck me with my shoulder with. She stuck me in my shoulder with something and I went to sleep. Woke up, my baby was there, went back to sleep. I didn't hold my baby first. Her father just happened to be there, and then my mom was all there. So they were protecting me. Wow. But
oh my God.
Had I not had nobody, somebody could have lifetime stole my baby and got up out of there. Like,
that is the worst, like the Michaela White story. I don't know why that just like literally.
Yes, it straight could have been like that had I not had the support. So I'm so grateful for that support. But it was a lot. It was a lot happening. And then I had to have a blood transfusion afterwards because I had lost so much blood.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was a lot. I had to have a C-section. I had to have a blood transfusion. And then my baby, she was in the NICU.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting discharged before her. So imagine having your baby and going home with no baby. Nobody prepared me for that. Ooh. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah. That
was like immediate depression. I just was like, but gratefully it was only like the next day we had went and got it. So like it was okay. But it was so painful.
They don't show that on TV.
But ask me would I do it again? Absolutely.
Yeah. And
I want to have 8-10 kids if I can, like, because what else are you on this earth to do?
Nah, for real. I feel that.
Why not?
I said my maxi like I'm about to be 26 this year, and I'm just like, I really didn't want to have kids in my 30s, but it's really like pushing it because of the fact that finances, and then on top of that, I mean, you always gotta have somebody to at least gonna help you to make the baby. I mean, God, you know, so it's like it's a lot of different challenges right now, but I mean, one day I will hope to go through it at least, you know, at least once.
It's a beautiful experience. It is a beautiful experience. But I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of stuff that go into it. And people ask me why you don't have a second baby. Like, your baby's 7, she needs a sibling. Mm-hmm. Honey, I don't have the finances for that. Right. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, and I'm not finna bring a baby up in poverty, knowing that. That's so,
because that's what it's looking like.
That's so crazy. Like, I turned 25 this year.
Yeah.
So that means I had my baby at 17.
Okay.
So that means I had to grind extremely hard to even get what we have now.
Right.
And I know I'm straddling the fence because I'm so young. It's so much that I still need to learn. It's so much that I still need to do. Why would I go make it double
harder?
That?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Not to mention, unfortunately, maternity leave is not that long. Mm-hmm. You need more time with your baby. You don't want to go back to work after 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months, and now your baby has to go to daycare. Daycare is like $600 a week.
Oh my God.
Daycare is so stupid expensive, and that's maybe when daycare ranges from like $250 to $300, $400, $500, like depending on how many kids you have, and because you got 2 kids that you got to send to daycare. Like, it gets crazy. And mind you, depending on your income, you're trying to get a better job so that you can support your kids. But the higher your income get, you can't apply for no food stamps, no housing, no none of that. So you in a gray area.
And this is why the village is so important. And I feel like even us, and I say us, like my family, my household, we've been in our house for about 24, 25. I'm lying. Why am I lying? What year are we in? We've been in that house about 20 years this August. Okay, cool. It's like, now we used to know our neighbors until we didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when we grew up and like people started moving out the neighborhood and more people started moving in, it's like, you don't really want to start the process over. But it's like, I feel like when you are having babies and stuff, having people who are going to work with you, like, because it's not their responsibility. I never want to say like, oh, your grandparents going to take care of you because you're their grandbaby. No, like, but I do feel like if you have a strong support system and you have like the means or the resources to have, oh, well, I'm working 12 hours, you're working 8, you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can make it work, obviously we would love that so we can try to save some type of money. Like,
absolutely.
While making money.
The village is so important. And I'm going to be honest, it is your responsibility.
Yeah.
It is your responsibility because why do you consider yourself my friend? What is a friend?
That, are you asking me?
I'm just saying in general. Just in general. So what is a friend? Somebody who's there for somebody who needs. Now, I'm not saying you got to watch my baby all the time.
I got a question for you now. All right. So when you did get pregnant, did your friends leave you?
No.
Because when my friends got pregnant, they left me.
Now, I ain't going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you. Sometimes you be tired. Sometimes you don't be in the mental space to put up with people.
And that's fine, but like, dang, like what's...
And sometimes postpartum depression is so real.
Okay.
A lot of moms don't want to go out places because their friends don't have kids. They don't feel like they belong. So they might go find mommy friends, or they might go try to find, and that's so sad because you never gave me the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and it's like, cause I always try to make my friends, you know, I see you, I want to help you. Like, now, don't get me wrong, I don't hold newborns.
And that's okay, because I was like that, but that was just out of safety. Because I don't want your
they
child
so little, like they so little.
Your baby head rolling off, and now you want to fight me, and I'm sorry, I didn't
now
know.
I'm banned from your house.
Like, right, I didn't drop the baby, and look, I was that same way. I was real, and I'm still that same way. Yeah. Like,
I guess I was gonna ask you how do non-mommies friends make mommy friends feel like they belong? What would your advice be?
My advice would be to ask the mother how she's doing outside of the kids.
Yeah. A
lot of times when I tell people, what do you think about me? But leave my child out of it. Like when I'm talking to my spouse and I ask him, why do you love me?
Yeah.
But don't tell me it's because I'm a great mom.
Right.
Tell me it's because I make you laugh. I make you feel safe. So asking her how she's doing outside of the baby. A lot of people will call and say, where's the baby?
Right, not check on the mom.
And won't even stop and check on the mom. Hey, do you want to go to the park?
Right.
Do you want to go on a picnic? Going kid-friendly places at kid-friendly times. You know, you might not text her at 7:30 because it might be time for dinner. You know, people also got to understand you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can't text you at 6 in the morning. I'm trying to take my baby to school. I can't go hang out with you at 10 o'clock at night because I done laid the baby down and fell asleep.
Right.
You know, but just doing things that are kid friendly and doing things without the kid. Like, mom guilt is a real thing. People be feeling so guilty when they don't have their child. When a lot of times, because it used to happen to me.
Okay.
Because so many people were the type who will take their baby to people's houses and just let their baby run rampant. Yeah, exactly. That right there. So I tried so hard to not be that, to the point where it became mom guilt, because we're going on vacation and her grandma's like, you can bring her to my house and drop her off, and you can go out to eat or go live
your life. Yeah.
And I'm living my life, and I'm like,
I hope she's
behaving.
Where's my baby? Oh, geez.
Did she eat?
Mom, have you been a mom before?
Have you been a mom before? Do you remember what you're doing? I just read the book. You need it? You need this book? Yes, you feel guilty.
I know I do not need no book.
You feel so guilty. Sometimes you're having fun by yourself and you're like, oh my God, my child isn't here. My child should be having fun with me. One time I was drinking, I went to this pho restaurant. It's like this Vietnamese restaurant. And I had this really delicious tea. And one time I went to the restaurant with my daughter and she wanted the tea, and I told her, next time you come, I get you the tea. But the next time I came, I went without her and I got the tea. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh my God, I'm drinking the tea without my baby. I told her that she could come with me and we could drink the tea.
We can drink it together.
It's okay. You are not going to never be able to have the tea again. Like, it's okay. So even just letting your friends know or letting mother friends know that you can do things and not feel guilty. If you don't want to do nothing, we can do that too.
Like, yeah. And, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm just the best friend. Like, I'm just the greatest of all time. But I do try to be very mindful. But I don't know if when my friends had babies, it's like I did try. But it's like nothing that I did worked.
Oh, no. Some people are just like that. Some people are just like that. I had this one friend. I thought we was tighter than tight.
Right.
But I had my baby, and then she had her baby maybe a couple years later.
Okay.
And when her baby was a few months old, she had brought her baby over. I brought my baby over, and then one of our friends that didn't have a child, we had all met up at her house, and everything was cool. After that time, when we all met up, never seen her again. She blocked me on all platforms.
She blocked you?
Blocked
Why
me.
was that necessary?
I didn't even know there was pressure. I'm like, I had went to your baby shower. I had been there the whole time while you was we had been friends since 9th grade.
Now that's...
And she just blocked me
weird?
like 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2023. And I was like, I thought I was more than a great friend. Like, I thought we were like sisters. Like,
right.
I thought we was like close. Like,
so that's just, so basically what I'm getting out of this just happens.
It just happens.
Okay.
It just happens. You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Some people go through stuff and they can't stand to sit at the table with you. Some people can't take accountability for their own ways. Because I remember one time she got mad at me. She said, you're a know-it-all. I said, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just telling you what worked for me.
Yeah.
I enrolled in online classes and took my financial aid and got me a car. If you enroll in online classes, how people be like, don't take student loans, don't take student loans. And then people want to give you $5,000. You take that $5,000 and you flip that $5,000 so that you can make that $5,000 back. Yeah, I'm going to get a loan and I'm going to go get me a car so that I can get my baby to school and to the doctor and
do
all
what
that.
I got to do.
And I can get what I need to do.
Right.
She's like, oh, you would know it all. How am I know it all? Because I told you to take online classes.
It's not my fault if you lazy. It's not my fault if you don't want to, if you don't want to take the same route I took, that's fine.
Cool, but don't act like I didn't share the information with you.
Right, like I gatekept and I didn't.
Exactly. So, and then she told me I was a know-it-all. And I told her, this is before she had the child. So she doesn't have a child and I have a child. And she's telling me that I'm a know-it-all. And I'm like, well, baby, if I didn't have a child, I wouldn't be in the same predicament as you are. Because I would have had about 4 jobs hustling.
Yeah.
Like,
doing what you had to do.
Sometimes it's like people with no kids, it's like I would be out here with 2, 3, 4 jobs if I could, if it was something that I needed and I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Because you have no, other than you not having the resources to get back and forth to how you want to, or, your condition, or unless it's something that's literally blocking you.
Yeah.
If you just a full able adult and you just lazy.
Yeah, that's on your own merit.
Then that's it. There's nothing I could do. I'm not
I
a
can't
know-it-all.
help you.
You just.
And you can't be helped.
You can't. Some people can't be helped. That's it. Some people can't. That goes into the girls that don't really be a girl's girl. Some people cannot be helped. Some people have no interest in preserving themselves, because that's what self-care is. It's preserving yourself.
Yeah.
Some people have
reviving
yourself,
rejuvenating
yourself. Some people have no interest in doing that self-work.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come with a lot of accountability. A lot of people going to have to face their demons. I tell people, I'm content with my demons.
Yeah.
Every horrible part of me is...
It makes you.
I'm Beauty and the Beast, baby.
Yeah, I feel that.
Every horrible part of me is beautiful.
Is that why you got it?
Yeah, that's why I got the rose.
Okay.
Yep, that is why I have the rose.
She probably like, okay.
It has the thorns. There was
Mhm.
the beauty in it. And it was the hardship that if you touch that rose,
Yeah.
it's gonna poke you.
Yeah.
And it's so much more than just the surface. And that's why I made it my business logo.
Yeah.
Because it was inner beauty. And roses, they're so beautiful. But once you get past the leaves and the roses, it's
Yeah.
the thorns for protection
Yeah.
and preserving. You know, that plant don't want to be touched. Yep, that's why I got the rose.
I feel that. See.
I like your tattoos too. I was looking at those.
Oh, thank
They
you.
are so cool. I want to get some more because I only got like 3.
I got 5.
But they're so big. Like, that is so cool. Like, mine are puny. Like, yours are like big pieces. Like, I love that.
Yeah, this was my first one. I guess we showing a little tat. This is
Yes,
my first tat.
yes.
I got this right after senior prom. I got it in, I think, April.
Oh, that is funny. You should have got it on your chest like the dude.
Oh Lord, girl. One of my friends, she thought I can do all things through Christ. That I can do bad all by myself, and I was like, get girl.
Look, wrong one.
I was like, that is definitely not. Why would I get that?
Christ, not Tyler Perry, honey.
I don't know if y'all can see. I got
Oh, that's pretty.
right here. That was my second one. This was my third one. I don't know.
Oh, that's hard. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
like that.
go,
Oh, that's you're a Taurus.
I'm not. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you're a Scorpio.
Yes.
So what's that? Is that
What you
just the
looking at? What you-
feminine by her neck?
Right here.
The one at the top.
This one.
Uh-huh.
This is the symbol of life.
Oh, okay.
It's a ankh.
That's nice.
I got my leg done.
Yes.
This is just a piece of change. It's just a reminder, like, you know, you can always grow and, you know, get through everything. That's why I got the butterflies and everything. And then I got this one because I'm a Scorpio.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
I like Scorpios. Thank you. You guys are like fun.
Thank you.
We're like related in a way, like
Because your birthday's coming up.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
May 6th. Yep.
Yep.
Taurus, Virgo.
You my sister.
Yeah. I think Scorpios and Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all
Line up like that.
Uh-huh.
I know for a fact Taurus and Scorpios do.
Mhm.
Because I have a friend, her birthday's May 8th.
Mhm.
And we always talk about that. We're so,
Yeah.
we definitely balance each other out.
Mhm.
And it's like, people like that who share your spark,
Mhm.
you got to keep them around. Oh my God. I wanted her to tell y'all about her business, but we had an even deeper, more meaningful, like, connection type of conversation. And it was really cool.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
I'm not even mad. Like, if
No,
y'all.
not at all. This is the business. This because what we was talking about, what sets me apart from other businesses.
Yeah.
That's the business right there. It's going into yourself, learning things about yourself.
Yeah.
Being content with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Asking yourself, why do I think like that? Why do I react like that? Why do I like that color?
Why are the connections so important?
Exactly.
And that's why.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all really just witnessed this.
That's the business. And it's pure, genuine energy. When you really
Yeah.
lock in with somebody and y'all really connect, and that's what I bring to the table. This is
And that's what I like. That's what I like. We gonna try to get y'all a few more little in there. Let me see. Bring it back to the nail technician world.
Yes.
How do you stay up with the latest trends for nails?
I'm always I follow people that are further in the industry than me.
Okay.
Runways, fashion and nails go hand in hand. A lot of nails are an accessory.
Yeah.
So when you're walking down the runway, you can kind of see what's in and what's not. And that's when you learn that gel manicures are going to get you way further than those long extendo nails, because
Yeah.
you don't see no long nails on the runway like that. Blogs
Mhm.
are another good way to stay up on trends. Pinterest.
Oh, I love Pinterest.
I love Pinterest.
I love Pinterest.
Oh my goodness, I'm on Pinterest. Pinterest is like a digital magazine for me. I'm always on Pinterest. And the cool thing about nails is sometimes there are no trends. Sometimes you create the trend.
I love that.
So like last year we had like pop art nails.
Mhm.
That wasn't something that was like around that had came out.
Yeah.
That was somebody, and I hate that I can't remember the girl name, but that was somebody who was just trying something and it just came out looking like a comic book.
Yeah.
Like a realistic comic book type of nails. Yeah. Sometimes.
I seen that with the cakes.
And then it started with the cakes.
Yeah.
And then it just became a
thing,
keep it going
yeah.
trend. Sometimes you are
like,
the trend.
how can I incorporate this into my niche? I like that.
Some people, the best way to stay up on nail trends is to always be around things that inspire you.
I like that.
Because it's art. And it's no wrong way to do your art. As long as you follow the foundation of it and the sanitary and all that good stuff. But you'll blend the colors, and then you can mix polishes, and you can try different nail shapes. I just saw this one nail technician. She had did this nail set that was based off of a cake that she got ordered.
Oh, wow.
So you can find inspiration from
anywhere,
anything, but as long as it's beautiful, art is.
Hey, yeah,
art yeah, that was the cool part about doing nails. Like, there was no, as long as it was clean and all that good stuff, you can do.
You're limitless.
You are limitless.
That's what that I faced the same kind of thing in photography. Like, you definitely want to know how to work your camera and know oh, this is the rule of thirds, this is ISO, this is aperture, this is how do you separate the background, you know what I'm saying? But once you got the foundations, you're free, because nobody can be like, oh, well, you don't know how to do that. It's always more so like, oh, dang, you expanded on that, and now you can go even further, because once you know the rules, you can forget the rules, because you always have it embedded in you.
Exactly, because you already know you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to adjust this, because that's just how the foundation goes.
Exactly.
But once you get to creating the art, you are the trend. You
yes,
ain't
ma'am.
never seen nothing like this before. This is one of a kind. This is a one of a kind photo that I'm about to take. Y'all have never seen nothing like this before.
Right.
And then I'm about to edit it, put my own little spin on it. This is magazine worthy, billboard
when
worthy.
I tell you, people don't even know, they don't know what goes into a photo, like a portrait. And because a lot of people just think, oh, you're just taking my picture, why are you charging X amount of money? And it's like, first of all, I'm not even charging you what I'm supposed to be charging you. Let's start there. Then on top of that, the software is by itself, the time that it takes to make you from this to that, to correct this and add the sky and add, it's so much. The time I have to spend researching to even get this far, it's so much, or the time and the money that I had to put into my education to do this. It's a lot that people don't know, and I feel like that's in every single aspect, because even podcasting.
People think you just on your iPhone, got the camera up with a selfie stick, and y'all just.
Please tell these people that is not what.
No, that is not what this is. This is probably at least $1,000 worth of equipment, maybe even more. Cause this audio device, I just saw one of these in what was that, Guitar Center or something.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's called. That's like a $500.
$35.
That's. See? No, equipment is not cheap.
$250, not including the stand.
A piece. No. And sometimes these extra long wires are not included.
Girl.
Sometimes you got to replace the foam on top. There's so many things that go into it. No.
We're working with 3-4 microphones right now.
It's not easy, no.
Any hobby you get into is going to cost you money, and people don't understand that. And it's once you get a understanding and an appreciation for other people's artwork and for their devotion to what they have going on, that's when they find the value in you. But you have to make those connections with people. Like you say, you got to get in the field, baby.
Yes, you
my
have
eyes
to
feeling
engage.
better, so I can do that now.
You have to engage with people. You definitely have to, and you can't discredit nobody.
No.
A lot of times and really that's since the pandemic, and a lot of people feel like, oh, because I see you doing this on social media, you make it look so easy. I make it look easy.
But that's the beauty in it.
I literally took a snippet of
yes,
what it felt like when it was easy. But I guarantee you, when it was hard, I didn't have that camera up.
And now
I was just working through it.
That you said about the videos. Even that part, that aspect, I could go do a photo shoot right now, and I was thinking about this for the next time I actually do one, is to have another camera person to do the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because, bro, it's no matter what you do, now you have to tack on, hey, I can also be social media savvy.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's otherwise, people are not out here. We're like the only two people out here, y'all.
The show
like let's be so for real.
It is a Friday afternoon. The sun is out on this beautiful lake.
And it's like nobody has those connections anymore. So it's like, how do you get seen? How do you connect with people if nobody's out here? Like, it's really crazy.
It is, because it's like you almost have to do it digitally.
Yeah.
And then when you're being nice to people and giving compliments, it always gets interpreted wrong.
Because they think that you want something from them.
You trying to slide on them.
Trying to sell them.
You're trying to sell them something, or this, that, and the third.
Yeah. But it's like sometimes it's hard not to believe that, because you don't know how many people will do that. But
people use you.
Yeah,
oh my
they
God.
will. They will, especially if you little.
And I really had to go to therapy. Yes, because I was too nice. I was too nice. I had no boundaries. Yes, I had no boundaries. People could talk to me how they want. People could almost do whatever they want.
You don't give that.
I don't. It was never like that outside of the house.
Yeah.
I only dealt with that inside, in my family aspect.
Oh.
Because I was the only girl.
I'm the only girl too.
And it was so hard for a long time. So I had started going to therapy.
Yeah.
Because, and I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional. I think that's still a battle that I'm dealing with, because it's like, well, people love you, why would they talk to you like that? But that's another story for a different day.
Right.
But it became, I would want to wear lip gloss, and my dad and my brother was like, don't put that on, you look like a hoochie. So then it became not really wanting to step out into myself.
Right.
People say a child speaking up for themselves is talking back. Now you don't really want to voice yourself.
Yeah, because now you look at like, oh, I'm disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Now it's a whole different thing. So I really had to go to therapy. And my therapist, she asked me, she's like, how's that working out for you? And I was like, you know what? Being nice is really whooping my behind.
Yeah.
It's really not doing nothing for me. She's like, you have to establish boundaries. You can be nice, but a person with no boundaries is, people can do anything.
They will, and they will. That's the scary part about that.
They will. Any given opportunity, they will.
And I really honestly try to tell people, like, please don't let me fool you. Because there's been time, I was talking about this last night. There was this boy in college, and I told him, I said, look, after college, I'm not talking to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I let it be known. Because all throughout, since we met, from the time that we graduated, I was like, bro, like, you're so desperate that you let people manipulate you. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I really don't want to manipulate you, but I can. And I'm telling you this because I care.
Because I care about you.
But because you are so, oh, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. Like, you're such a yes man. I don't like that. Because in that case, I just feel like you never know when to say no, and that's scary to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not surrounding myself with that. So I really do think it's important that people do start, like, small boundaries. Even if you have to,
because people will. Everyone's an opportunist. Whether you're seeking happiness, whether you're seeking something physically, emotionally, or whatever it might be that you need from this person.
But speaking of stepping stones, what has been one of your most memorable, like, milestones, or like one of your success stories in your business?
Getting my nail license.
Okay.
Getting my nail license literally is probably sitting at the top right now, because it was, getting your nail license really sets you apart. Yeah. Because it's a lot of people who don't go to school. It's a lot of people who don't see school being valuable. Mm-hmm. But what people don't understand is that license is going to put you in rooms that them unlicensed people can't get in. It's going to get you them brand deals that people are going to want to see that license. Yep. It's going to get you to that nail supply store to get those products that you're not going to find at your beauty supply store. So getting my license was probably at the top for me, because it was like, you know what? Now can't nobody tell me I can't do nails.
Yeah, because look,
I got the license. Now I can walk into any salon owned by any race or any nationality, and y'all can't tell me that I can't do nails.
You can't tell me no. You can't deny me. I have it.
Yes, ma'am. I got it right here. What are you talking about?
I got it on me.
So give me another reason, because I'm a licensed nail tech. Give me another reason as for why I can't work here.
Did you do that challenge?
What challenge?
When they was like, I'm a da-da-da-da-da. Of course I'm a da-da-da. Why didn't you do that? Do it.
I'm not social media
Bruh,
savvy.
if I need to record you out here, I'm a nail tech. Of course I got my license. I'm a nail tech. Of course I'm gonna have you looking like You feel me?
Goodness.
Come on, Aaliyah.
I need to get into popping me more.
Please.
I'm so humble. I am.
Girl.
And I'm working on that because it comes with confidence. That's what it comes with, a confidence thing. It comes with putting yourself out there. And I'm working on that.
Okay. As long as you are making progress and moving towards it, I'm not going to complain.
I am. I'm working on that. I'm working on taking more pictures of myself.
Okay.
I'm working on getting outside in the sunlight more. I'm working on being seen more. Even just doing this podcast, I'm working on using my voice more. I
love that.
Because for so long, I wasn't speaking up. I wasn't telling my story.
Yeah.
There was interesting facts about me, but if you asked me to give you an elevator speech,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. Now I'm gonna sit here and say, baby, I'm Aaliyah A. I own Queen Essence Empire. I'm
yes,
a
ma'am.
nail tech. I'm a earthly, humble woman who loves to spread peace and joy. Like now, I can give you the whole rundown. So
I love that for you.
It just comes with time. Like it comes with time, and eventually, I am gonna be on social media making them little cute look because there's so many trendy.
You can hook it up.
Yeah,
it's a formula. All it is, when they put the trends out, all you have to do is hook you up. That's it.
It's the hooking. I ain't hooked.
We gonna get you there.
Yeah,
we gonna get you there.
I'm like the fish, honey. I keep stealing the worm off the hook. I ain't hooked yet.
You sneaky. How do you balance creativity and professionalism in your work as a nail tech and business owner?
I struggle with that.
Okay.
Because a lot of my, I'm not gonna say it's like X-rated, but a lot of nails that are, when you really get into art, there's a lot of nudes. There's a lot of, like, Valentine's Day don't have to be pink heartsy nails. You might decide you want to draw private parts.
Yeah.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month may not be the pink bows. You might decide you want to draw different size breasts. You know, like, there's so many different, so it just kind of depends. I think it depends on what you're doing.
Now let me ask you, because you said that you were kind of struggling in that area. When you, do you not see, like, the body part being, like, professional?
It's because
that's creative. So which part are you struggling with more?
It's creative, but who's gonna share it? That's the thing that
you
me.
Gotta share it.
I gotta share it, and I'm gonna share it with my friends.
You won't put it on social media?
I'm gonna put it on social media. But when I want a brand deal, I'm not going to give them the nails that got the private parts on them. I'm going to give them the nice French tip. Because remember, them the nails that are on the runway.
But wait. Hold up. We have so many different businesses. Don't limit yourself.
That is true.
It's a basketball player. I don't know his name, and I'm sorry that I don't know. But he started wearing the nail polish. And then Sally Hansen endorsed him. Okay. So it's like, we know that nail polish don't got nothing to do with basketball, but somehow they clicked up, you know? So even in the case that, maybe I'm drawing a woman's vagina. Yeah. Okay, now Spencer's is giving you a brand deal.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? So don't limit yourself. And because it's so many people, like, sometimes we cut off our blessings because we thinking like, they want to see this. But sometimes people want to see the creativity part and see, dang, I didn't even think that could be on a nail.
That get into everything's got to be aesthetically pleasing
and professional. Let's also dive into the part and the fact that professional for who, because they also say that a black woman's hair is not professional. Let's not forget that. So it's always about who is the target and not always being like, we gotta be neat and always
being between the lines.
Politically, look. Politically, right? Like, politically correct. Like,
yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into that, but
it is, and it gets into freedom and creativity and people
and being your own boss. When you can establish and be authentically you in what you creating, everybody loves that way more than somebody who's templicized. That's crazy. I just made that word up.
But that's crazy. I understood what you meant. Like,
Yeah.
they got this template and this application almost. This every art is not black and white. Art is not black and white. Business is not black and white. Freedom is not black and white.
How do you incorporate sustainability and eco-conscious practices in your business?
I incorporate that by disposing of things properly.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't understand that being a nail tech, you deal with a lot of chemicals. You're kind of a chemist because you're taking this liquid and the powder and you putting it together and it becomes a solid.
Right.
If you're using too much liquid and not enough powder, this is going to burn this nail as it gets hard.
Oh, wow.
It's going to create heat.
See? Yeah. No, I wouldn't have
That's
known
why
that.
people, that's why I be like, go to school, because it's a lot more to it. And now you sitting there, the client's like, my nails is burning, and you like, what are you talking about?
Right. Right.
So just disposing of things properly. They talk about nail integrity.
Okay.
That's when you do things right. And you don't go out there and source the illegal chemicals. You go, yes, because a lot of nail salons are using this MMA monomer that when you soak it off, it's dental acrylic. They make teeth with it. So a lot of nail salons are using fake, well, it's not fake monomer, it's just an illegal product because it's cheaper. So when these nail salons are using these cheaper products, it becomes unethical. It becomes an issue. It's not, resourceful. It's not economical. It's just not good. So by using products that I know are safe for the skin, products that when you dispose of them properly, it's not gonna burn your sinks. Because if you pour acetone down the drain, it's going to eat your pipes up.
Yeah, because it don't play.
Yeah, no, it's going to eat your pipes up. So you make sure you soak that up with a paper towel and throw it in the trash. So, you don't want to just go outside and pour your acetone in the dirt. Like, you don't want to just
start a fire real quick.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Acetone is flammable.
You
don't want to, it's certain things that you don't want to do.
Please be careful with acetone.
Absolutely. If you ever, for the children out there, never crisscross applesauce and use acetone to take your nail polish off your toes, because if you drop it on your hoo-ha, it's gonna hoo-ha light you on fire.
Oh my Lord.
I know that from experience.
Oh my God, Aaliyah.
Like there's so much health and safety that goes into it. So I do a lot to.
Not the nail horror story.
Yes, them chemicals are so strong. Nail glue. If you drop nail glue on your pants, it's gonna burn. I don't know why. I gotta go research that, but some chemical reaction is happening that's creating heat. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do to ensure that you are being safe for yourself, the person in front of you, and the environment. Because, yeah, that acetone and the flame, and we could just end it all right here.
Yeah, just end it all. That was a beautiful answer, and that was yes.
Yeah,
because I wasn't even I didn't know what I was expecting. So I am introducing a new segment on the show called "Don't Bite It," and it's basically like you just don't hold back and you give advice to, people in your field or whatever. So, yeah, don't bite it.
Don't bite it.
My first question in this segment is, what advice would you give to aspiring nail techs or entrepreneurs looking to start their own beauty business?
Let me see. What advice would I give to nail techs and those looking to start their own beauty business? First thing that I would tell them is to go for it. Don't let nobody tell you the industry is oversaturated. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, it's a million nail techs. Everybody does that. Don't let nobody tell you that.
Because everybody do everything.
There's 1,000,001 bread companies. They all sell bread.
Thank you.
It ain't no different. All the bread is bread. It is what it is. But you gonna choose whether you want Sara Lee or Nature's Own.
Because I'm going to go Sara Lee.
Exactly.
I like that soft bread.
Because it do be solid.
Yeah.
But that's what I would tell them, like, go for it and learn as much as you can. Because people can say, yeah, this is oversaturated, yeah, this, that, and the other. Once you learn as much as you can knock down doors and you can
You can change the game.
You can change the game in whatever direction you want to change it in, whether it be for the good or the bad. Once you learn that knowledge and once you are sure of yourself, because with knowledge, yeah, it comes power.
Yeah.
But it comes confidence.
Yeah.
Now you are knowledgeable in your skills. You're knowledgeable in what you're doing in your products. So can't nobody tell you.
Yeah, you don't have to
I wouldn't care if it was 10 nail techs sitting next to me right now. That ain't me.
They don't know what you know. They can't do what you do. And even if they can, your personality already set you apart.
Your whole little spin on
your aura set you apart.
That's what it's going to be. So I would tell people, try it.
Yeah.
Get out there. Just go for it.
Yeah.
And don't hold back. Don't hold back. Go 110%. Don't hold back, because your business success is going to reflect on how much you put into it.
Yeah.
So if you halfway in it, then your business is going to be a halfway business.
She's speaking fast.
Whatever you put into that is what's going to come out. So you get out there and you go for it and you put your all into it, and the universe is going to bless you.
I know that's right.
Yes, it's just going to come back to you.
So what do you hope to achieve in long term of your business? Like, what are some of your goals and aspirations for your business?
I would really like to open a nail school. Because I feel like that's the knowledge.
Yeah.
I want to be able to share knowledge with people. I want to be able to not only be able to educate nail techs on why the toenail is yellow, but I want clients to be able to say, hey, why my toenail yellow? Oh, because you probably got a fungus. you probably ain't drunk no water today, but
right.
You'll be all right in like 6 months. Like, I want people to be educated on why their feet hurt or why their hands look a certain way.
Right.
So I would definitely want to open a school. But aside from opening a school, I also want to open a salon next to the school that employs the students when they get their license.
Yeah. As soon as you're done, come on.
Because a lot of people don't want beginner nail techs. And a lot of times when you go in the salon to get a job, you'll get the job, but the clientele won't care if you're a beginner nail tech. They want you polishing perfect. And that's
what they expect.
And with you being a different race or nationality from the people, the professional or the experts, so they say, they're going to report everything that you do.
And I do feel like they would be harder, like, not that I know, it's just my opinion, but I feel like they would be harder on people of color.
And they were.
Yeah.
They were. There were times where I was doing a pedicure and the client to me was like, oh my God, I love this. This is great. And will go right back and report me because I didn't do the pedicure how other techs would do the pedicure.
Right.
I do the pedicure by the book. My pedicure don't come with a back massage.
Yeah, because we not.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
You gonna pay me for that?
This one man, because at this nail salon I worked at, they would do their services, but they would move them over to this massage area and they would give them a little back massage.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Right.
I don't have.
That's not what we're here for.
I don't have my massage license. If State Board walks in here, I'm get
done.
a fine.
Right.
And if I break your neck.
Then what?
Oh my God. Because you got pressure points and all types of stuff. So if I press this button too hard and you go. I'm not paying for that.
Because I ain't got it.
I got it.
And
So
if you sue me, you really ain't getting nothing.
Oh, you are pissed off because.
You just wasting money on a lawyer and all. Like, what are you doing?
So.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share any upcoming events or collaborations that listeners should be excited about?
I do have a few nail courses coming up. Some are virtual, some are going to be in person. I'm going to be at the beauty school more because I am a nail instructor, so I'm going to be more, as they finish their remodeling, we're going to be more doing like daily in-person classes for those who want to actually go to school, get their credentials, and sit before the state board and get their license and all that good stuff.
That's
so
exciting.
if you guys are ever interested in learning how to do nails the right way,
yes, ma'am,
definitely check me out because I can help you get licensed in your state so that way nobody can say anything about you.
Right. This is always the hardest part of the show. But finally, what does being a part of the nail industry mean to you personally, and how do you hope to make a positive impact through your work at Queen Essence Empire?
I really want to be a healer.
Yeah.
And I want to heal people in ways that I thought needed to be healed the most? Your confidence, your inner self, your mind. A lot of times massages, they are cosmetically improving, your pedicures, but a lot of people tell me they come for the pedicure but they stay for the foot massage.
Okay.
That nice massage at the end with the oil or the hot towels and the hot stones and stuff. You stay for that stuff, but that ain't got nothing to do with the polish. It might make your polish chip, actually. It don't do nothing for you, but it feel good.
Yeah.
So that's how I want to impact people. That's how I want to impact the community. The money is going to come.
Yeah, definitely.
But I really just want to.
Look at your shirt.
We're manifesting millions.
Like,
that's the affirmation. We are affirming millions.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It's going to come. But I want to heal people and make people happy. I want to make people smile. I want to make people feel soft and googly inside. I'm such a lover girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such a lover girl. Friends, family, relationships. I want you to feel like you are it because you are.
Yeah.
So that's the type of impact I want to have on the community.
Okay. Well, everybody, like I said, that was our final question. This was Aaliyah. I'm Taisha. I want to thank you for coming out here today.
Thank you for having me. This was good.
It was so fun.
This was like amazing.
It was definitely a vibe.
It was.
And y'all can definitely catch her on upcoming episodes of BBYT Podcast. I'm Taisha. That's Aaliyah. And we are out.
We out.
Bye.